And so my contract ended by March 10th. And March 10th, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I pray and I say, God, I really come here for 6 months. I say, you really pack up my life and come here for 6 months. And then bloops, me just not have no work. I say, no, sir. Not no go so. I saw me time in already. I say, no, I don't make no money yet. I say, no, this not gonna work out.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, Spoiled Habits. I am so happy to be doing another video for you today, and I hope that all of you are doing well and staying happy and healthy and staying safe from this awful COVID virus. Today I would like to speak to you about my journey to Japan. So let's get right into it.
Love you like manga. Better you give me some loving. See how far we can go.
So first off, I must say thank you to everyone who have subscribed. I really appreciate it, and as you know, I'm forever grateful for you taking time out of your busy schedule to watch my videos, etc., commenting, liking, all that good stuff. I am really appreciative about that, and I'm thankful. For newcomers or new watchers, my name is Karen. I go by Kharijhae. Welcome to my channel, and please feel free to like and subscribe and check out my other videos. Thank you. So in August 2015, I decided to leave Jamaica and go to Japan. Okay, why did I decide to do that? So before, I was working in the human resource industry. I worked in there for about 3 years, and after a while, I just felt like I needed something more. I needed a change. I felt stagnant, and I felt like I needed to progress more, and really and truly, but just want some more money. You know, I had a lot of things to take care of, and I needed some more money to sort out those things, and you know, the opportunity presented itself, and so I took it. However, before that, I had a friend who lived in Japan, and he migrated there and told me about teaching English in Japan. And you know, at first I was hesitant because I was like, no, Japan is too far. I'm not going to Japan. Like, I've never even saw myself in that place, in that side of the world. Actually, I did not imagine it. I didn't see myself having, you know, that amount of money to pay for a plane fare to go there, because I've just usually traveled to like the States, and that was it. So I underestimated my, what do you say now? I didn't put myself on that, is it pedestal, or I didn't have that dream then, so to speak. I didn't have that dream to go there. I didn't think that I could afford to go to Japan, you know. I've only heard talks about it, and things say only rich people can go there and place there. So I put that out of my mind. Anyway, I dismissed the thought. So again, you know, a little time went by, and I got really frustrated in my job one day, and I just called him up and I said, listen, just tell me some more about this teaching English in Japan program, because I need a new life. I need to get out of here. I need something different. So he told me about the program, and I said, okay, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I prayed about it. I spoke to my parents about it, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna do this. And so I started the process, I think in, was it April, thereabout, April, March, May, July, August, about April, May, I started the process. And you know, I got shortlisted, did the interview, etc. And then I flew out by August 19th, 2015. And there started my whole new journey, right? Okay. Now, the company that I went with is called Interac. Now, that's INTERAC. So it's Interac Global Recruiting, something like that. I will put the information in the description box so you can check it out. So I went with that company, and upon going, I had to fund my plane fare. I had to, they ensured to let us know that we had to have, so at the time, they said that to come to Japan or be on the program, you had to have $500,000, so basically $500,000. Me, I said, where may I get the money from? We kind of just start working and try to build up my finances, and as I said, I had things to take care of, so yeah, I didn't have that money. But you know, I was saving, and I was actually saving to buy a car. So at the time, you know, I had to weigh, okay, do I purchase this car, or do I take some of that money and try get some more money to go to Japan? I said, all right, let me go to Japan, because chances are I'll make more money and be able to buy my car in the future. And also, if I had decided to buy my car, I would have been probably stuck in the company for 3 years, because I probably would take the duty concession, etc. So I said, okay, Japan it is. Save that money. Of course, I had family who contributed and who assisted me greatly. Thank you guys, to going to Japan. And so got that money to go. No, please do not be disheartened if you want to go to Japan via this program, via Interac, and you don't have any money. I know some people who only went with $100,000 and some people who went with even less. So do not worry to say, okay, I'm gonna have the money there, I can't go. The good thing with Interac is that they will give you, you can apply for a loan, and the interest rate is like what, 2 or 3%, something like that, on the reducing balance. So it's like, you know, you can get the loan from them, and you know, they will take back the money from your salary, etc. So the reason why they ask you to have this amount of money is because you have to have the money for rent, you know, at least 2 months rent, and I'm probably not gonna get any pay until, because I think I started work in September, so I never get no pay till probably October, I think. Yeah, so you need to have 2 months rent, and depending on where you rent, you need key money, you need all these things. I'll tell you about that later. So I was saying, you don't have to, don't stress yourself, no worry. You know, if you really want to go and you have a certain amount of money, you can get a loan and you know get through from there. However, it's best to have the money so that you don't really have to take the loan, you know what I mean? All right, or borrow it from somebody, and keep your words here, we'll pay them back. Okay, all right, now fast forward to going to Japan. So landed in Japan and went to the training. So they put us in a hotel, and I stayed in Tokyo. I went to Tokyo first, stayed in Tokyo for a week. We did the training for a week, and then I was sent off to Osaka City, which I believe is one of the best cities in Japan. Absolutely best. Like, we hardly have snow, you know, nice people, like the people are very friendly, people are nicer, I would think, from my experience, and from even Japanese people telling me that, you know, Osaka people are nicer and friendlier. You go to Tokyo and it's just like this. It's like New York. Everybody just busy, and you ask somebody a question, them don't even know about them city. So, you know, Osaka was the best. Good weather, etc., etc. So I went to Osaka, you know, got my housing. I did not go through Interact with my housing. I went, my friend introduced me to somebody, a landlord who was able to provide housing for me. I didn't have to pay no key money and all that other stuff that Interact wanted me to pay from with their housing. And I was so privileged with that because I was worried about where am I going to live. And trust me, up until the time when I went to Osaka, I had no idea where I was going to live. No idea, because I went into another 1 week training in Osaka. So I had no idea and I was worried, to be honest. Anyway, thankful for friends who was able to connect me to this gentleman, and he was so amazing. His name is Alex. Oh my God, he's amazing. And he helped me with my bags, every single thing. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let me backtrack a little. So going to Japan, you know, I was told, okay, well, you see, Japanese people very small, so you need to make sure, say, you bring your clothes and your shoes. Okay, I am a tall person, I'm 5'7", me wear a size 9 shoes. So according to them, I was told, okay, them not have my size shoes, or them probably not have my size clothes, because them shorter, me taller, me have body, so to speak, you know. So for them clothes not gonna really fit me, so I am gonna have to make sure I bring all these things. And then no, not to mention women, natural hair, etc. We have to make sure, say, we carry products, we hair products, anything that you need for yourself as a black woman, you need to bring those things. Now, me actually cut off the whole of my hair, because my hair was processed. I cut off the whole of my hair, literally, and went back natural. Also, I packed 3 big suitcases because I was told, you know, bring all these things because you might need them, etc., etc. And guess what? Me even walk with my pot. Now, of course, every time I tell people, they laugh after me, but I walk with my pot, I walk with my fork and spoon and all these things, because I say, okay, when I go there, I don't want to be spending up my little money. So I say I go and bring these things, so, you know, whatever. Really and truly, guys, I didn't have to bring all those stuff. I really didn't have to, except for the black women stuff, you know, or hair products, etc. But the pot and the pan and the fork and the spoon, I never have to bring them something there. Them there Japan, jeez Louise, them there Japan, cheap too. Like, seriously, good stuff, good price. But yeah, you know, when you're young and fool and have no sense. But yeah, I did that. So yeah, also, just as a, you know, just to let you know, you really can find your size clothes. Trust me. Like, me never have to worry about the shoes thing, but I ordered most of my stuff online. So, you know, if there's something that you need and you don't have, you can order your products online. Because online me live, basically. I shop online for every single thing. Or there were several stores that had my size clothing, and even sometimes my size shoes. You have Zara, you have H&M, you have whole heap of these nice places that you can, you know, shop. So don't even worry about that. Also, the greatest thing about, you know, going to Japan is there's a Black women in Japan community. So if you want to join that community on Facebook, you can do so. You know, just send an invitation and say, okay, I want to join this group, and they will ask you a few questions, or, you know, etc., and let you into the group. And in that group, you can ask about any issue, any single thing that you want, and there's always somebody to respond and let you know where you can find what issues you want, or if you want to move on to a new job, or find housing, etc. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing that you would go to Japan and need that somebody in the group cannot help you to find. So there's a support group. There's also Blacks in Japan group. So, you know, there's a whole community there. Now, so that was Interact. As I said, I'll put the information in the description box so that you can search more about that company. Now, there's another company that you can you know, send your applications to also go to Japan, which I believe is actually a better option. If I had known about this option, I definitely would have taken it. Now, this company is called JET. I think it's Japanese English teachers, also something like that. But I'll put it in the description box. So I have a few friends who are on JET, and they don't have no problem with JET. And yeah, no, with JET, I had to make a few jottings because it's not my company, so I don't really know about them. But anyway, a JET, where you can find JET. JET usually advertises in the print media. Also, they usually advertise at universities. For example, notice board, they probably advertise it to final year students, because to go on this program, you have to have a degree, a first degree. You don't have to have a teacher's certificate, or, you know, that's a plus, but you don't have to have a teacher's degree. You know, if you have no experience in teaching, because, you know, they train you, and there's always on-the-job training all the time. You don't have to have none of that, but you have to have a first degree. So that's important. That's a must. Yeah. Now, also, you can get information or find them out from the embassy, the Japanese embassy in Jamaica. So you can go on their website and get information as to how to go to Japan using that channel. Now, this program, guess what? They play your plane fare, right? Isn't that amazing? They pay your too much peas. They pay. Let's just use a different word. They will purchase your plane fare for you to go to Japan once you go through the interview process and you pass it. So that's good. And also they purchase it, or they will give you the cost of the plane fare if you wish to come back home. Now with the JET, it's a 1-year contract, but it's renewable up to 5 years, right? After the 5 years, you have to come back to your yard if it is that you want to go back on their program. You have to come back home, wherever it is, and start the process all over again. So that's JET. If it is that you're in Japan and you want to venture into another job, then you can apply elsewhere, so you won't get that money to go back home. Understandable. Now, let me see if there's anything else that I need to tell you about JET. Okay, so you have to speak English. One, you must be a native English speaker. You come from the, you know, English speaking country. I have friends who actually were not from English speaking country, like Syria and them places, but they got the job because they could speak English very well. All right. Now, as I said before, there's on-the-job training, and, you know, you work with many persons to learn how to teach and how to you learn transferable skills, and you yourself, even if it's not teaching, you can use whatever skills you have to, you know, teach the children, etc. I just want to give you some information here with regards to the JET program. So currently they are having some information sessions that are going on literally right now. So if it is that you are interested, you can check out the website. I'll put it I will put it in the description box, and you can check it out if it is that you are interested. So it says here that if you're in the Japan Exchange and Teaching Program. Oh, that's what JET means, sorry. The Japan Exchange and Teaching Program invites young university graduates to participate in a professional international exchange position throughout Japan. Let me stick a pin right there. So it says young university graduates. You don't have to be a recent graduate, just to put that out there. I think there's probably, is there an age limit? There's probably an age limit. I'm not sure. You probably can research that, but at least up to probably into your 30s, I think into your 40s, you're able to do both Interac and JET. I believe so. Yeah, I think there's an age limit. I am not quite sure, but you don't have to be a recent graduate, because even on the Interact program, I had friends who were like in their 40s actually doing this program. So you can take note of that. Anyway, it says participants are invited to Japan as representatives of their home countries and play an important role in promoting understanding between nations. If you are interested in this program, visit the Embassy of Japan in Jamaica's website for further information about upcoming information sessions and application process. I will give you that link. And so it says the information sessions are scheduled as below. The next one is October 23rd. It's now October 14th. October 23rd from 6 to 7 o'clock. November 6th from 1 to 2 o'clock. And November 17th from 6 to 7. So please, guys, if you're interested, don't let this opportunity pass you by. Check them out. And I'll leave the link so that you can get the information that you need. So there are actually 2 times in which they will send for individuals, and you have the late and the early bird and the late. So in Japan, school starts from April to March. That's the school year. Very different from Jamaica and other parts of the world. So April to March. So they will actually probably do interviews probably January, etc., January, February, and you probably will know by March to sort out yourself, and you're there by March, I guess, and going to training, etc., and you start school by April. The next draw is for August. So you go in August and then you start school in September. So those are the 2 times. Both companies, they do that 2 times. They take from April and for September of the school year. Now, that was the process. Let me speak about, my experience working with my company. All right, so my contract was actually for 6 months. Of course, renewable. Now, I had 2 schools working with. I worked with a junior high school and an elementary school. And I had a wonderful experience in my first 6 months. Like, it was amazing. It was truly something that I enjoyed. The kids were amazing. I got really good schools. Let's just put it that way. I got really good schools, and I was really happy about that. And after the 6 months, and I did my evaluation, etc. The Japanese teachers or principal, they would, do my evaluation, and they are very critical, and they mark very hard, or they score very hard. And suffice to say, I got 100% on my evaluation. And I was like, wow, that's amazing, I feel good. Then after the 6 months out, by March, we get an email and them say, Karen, we're sorry to say, but we are not able to must renew your contract or something like that. You know, please let us know if there's anywhere else you'd like to go or something like that. Or I know at first I said we're not able to renew your contract. So I'm like, what the hell is this? So I'm like, okay. So in the heat of the moment, you know, my head got hot, and I sent them an email and I said, but I really don't understand this. What are you speaking of? I said, but I thought, you know, you would move on, or your contract would be renewed based on your performance. And seeing that my evaluation was perfect, you know, why would I then not be offered a new contract? What I got to understand is, you know, behind the scenes, they tend to bid for certain schools. So if them lose the bid or something in that area, then sometimes they either transfer you to a different school, or, you know, different city, or etc. So I was very upset, like, you know, why I'm nearing at the end, you're gonna tell me this? Why never tell me, like, probably like January, so I could have start look, because new school year I gonna start by April. So I said, why never tell me all this before, you know? Anyway, after that email, they sent back and said, oh, you know, we do apologize, and we would like to, where would you like to go? Let us know. Because originally I wanted to go to Tokyo, because my friend lived in Tokyo, so I wanted to go to Tokyo. They never put me in Tokyo, they put me in Osaka. But now, all of a sudden, them willing to put me in Tokyo. I'm like, no thank you, because I'm used to Osaka now, and I ain't moving, and I love where I live. I'm not going to move. So I said, by the way, if I should move to Tokyo, will you assist me in moving? Oh, we can assist you with moving, but it's a loan. You'd have to pay back the money. I said, no thanks. And I was there, them offer me contract. I'm like, not gonna take it. And so my contract ended by March 10th. And March 10th, I'm like, what am I gonna do? I pray, I said, God, I really come here for 6 months. I say, you really pack up my life and come here for 6 months. And then bloops, me just not have no work. I said, no, sir. Not no go so. I saw me time in already. I said, no, I'm not make no money yet. I said, no, this not gonna work out. So, I'm thankful to my friends, Shauna and Andreen. They worked at the Board of Education, and they came to look for me at my apartment. And I said, listen, man, if you want more money, come work for the BOE. And I said, you know, I don't have no job now, so I might as well go look at work. And they told me the information, they assisted me, and I said, okay, I'm gonna work for the BOE. Did some interviews with other companies as well. You know, them wanted me to speak. If me can't speak Japanese, then the time them me not have no Japanese, nothing. Probably can only say good morning or thanks, or just the basics. That I couldn't even say my age. I couldn't understand what they were saying in Japanese. But they were willing to take me because I said, okay, I do the course and I'm willing to learn, etc. But you know, the BOE then called me after doing the interview. They called me and offered me the job, and it was the other company who wanted me to do the Japanese thing. They called me after, and I was like, oh, sorry, you know, I'm just gonna take the BOE work. One, them pay more, and they probably are one of the highest paying, other than probably private schools in the region. So I decided that I was gonna work for the Board of Education, and I started working with them April, and the journey began from there. Now with the Board of Education, I had like 5 schools. That's a whole heap coming from 2. But you know, over time I juggled and managed, and you know, was able to do what I got to do to make it happen. So I just want to wrap up. Let me wrap this up and just let you know that if it is that you want to go to Japan, you have to set out a plan and decide in your mind why you're going. you know, make your vision board or whatever it is and decide why you are going to Japan. You know, is it to make more money? Is it to clear your debts? You know, are you just going because, hey, I can go and I want to visit Asia or whatever the case may be? Put down your plans, because set your goals, because let me tell you, Japan is not for the faint of heart. I've had friends who have had nervous breakdowns, being away from family, going through some discrimination things, going through probably some racism things. All of that exists there. As much as they try to hide it, it does exist. People staring at you, I wonder, you know, who you be, what you look like, how you look so, etc. Some people try to rub off your skin because I want them to think you're dirty. So make up your mind where you really want to go. And if you're strong, then hey, go for it. Some people have great experiences, some people have mediocre, some people have to leave and come back home or go somewhere else because it's too much. And I'm going to share another video with that, where how, you know, how I got into a depression, you know, being there. So I went through the deep hole or the dark space. So I know what I'm talking about, and I have friends who have gone through it and are going through it. So if it's something that you can't manage, or, you know, going to another country, living on your own, starting over every single thing, you know, well, it's not for you. So think long and hard, you know, think about how many years you want to spend there. Set your goals and make your money, do what you need to do. But I go there and waste of time. Enjoy yourself, of course, but go for what you want to go for and cut. I mean, some people stay, find somebody, married, and, you know, make life. So as me say, you know, everybody's path is different, you know, so you just got to do what you got to do and make up your mind to go there. So guys, that's it on my journey to Japan. Of course, there's a lot more I could speak about, but that would take the whole day, and I don't want to make this video longer than it is. But if there's anything that you want to know, feel free to reach out to me. My information is always in the description box via Facebook or comment or Instagram. Let me know, reach out to me, ask me any questions. I will give you information freely. You know, I don't mind. Once it's to help people, I like to share information, and I will give you the details. So thanks again, guys, for watching. Please like and remember to subscribe and share with a friend if they're interested in going to Japan. And okay. So guys, remember to stay healthy. And I have a concoction video up, so please take a look at it, make it, drink it, and continue to boost your immune system so that we can fight this COVID thing together. Okay, thank you, and please stay tuned for another video. Bye.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I am hello guys, and my voice sound too high pitch. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you here today. And hello guys, and welcome back to my channel, Spoiled Habits. For my regular subscribers, okay, no. And for those of you who want to stay on your healthy journey, check out my concoction that just make holy panais on my video in a while. Play. It's supposed to be a part of this.
Me rooted in the melody. Young girls stay rooted. I don't plant my seeds down rooted.